you got the government, and then you got the deep state. And unless you seeing how both are operating at the same time in real time, it's like you ain't really knowing what's going on. So it's like y'all just destroyed our city because the cabal, the deep state, paid an actor and some officers to do an 8-minute and 46-second skit. And sitting there with the badge crooked. Like you dealing on his deck with a crooked badge. That's a skit. I'm not even finna go into it, you know? So it's like they created a virus, biological warfare, you feel me? And the whole purpose of this virus, yes, it's depopulation, but it ain't us, it's Africa. You feel me? They want to depopulate Africa. So it's like, but they don't mind, you feel me, destabilizing the economy, you feel me, to take further control. You know, and they installed their 5G, and like 5G, people be tripping on these radiations and stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, if you use a microwave, you shouldn't be saying nothing about 5G.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like that gives all these different technology power to have facial recognition. So like they know we sitting in the park right now. They know exactly who you are because there's a database on all your information from when you was a baby to now. Every file online put in a database, hooked up to a quantum computer. So it's like, and through 5G, all these cameras and drones, they got that capability.
Yeah.
You know, and it ain't nothing like, oh, super creepy, but like, it just is what it is. It's 2020. You feel me? And it's like, me, I'm just in a position like, okay, I can't play guitar downtown no more. I can't go downtown. I mean, I could. Like, I could go grab my guitar and pop up.
They'd be chasing you out. Yeah.
No, they wouldn't even be chasing me out. They'll just be like, what you doing, bro? Like, I'm proving the point. You feel me? Like, I could, but, you know, so it's like, what am I doing? I'm just studying. I've been studying immensely for the last few months. You know, everybody else tripping on a man-made virus. And the thing is, like, as soon as, like, this so-called pandemic began, I told myself, I'm gonna look at this like a fourth dimensional movie. You know, the fourth dimension, the time space continuum.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, so I'm looking at it like a fourth dimensional movie. And I'm just watching a movie through this vessel. Now, it's truly been a movie. Like, going to the north side in the daytime, you're gonna see waves of people with masks on. Just, whoa, this is a movie for real. I'm walking down 79th and Commercial. They busting open the ATM, busting the liquor store window, running with the liquor. You feel me? Like, oh, dang, this is a real live movie. You feel me? Like, fires and riots, and it's a movie, man. Like, get some popcorn. Focus what you're going to do for the next 10 years. You feel me? And just whatever you're doing for the next 10 years should be able to sustain you for the next 10 years and occupy you. I mean, it should be able to occupy you for the next 10 years and sustain you afterwards. You know? If it's not sustaining you in the moment. So it's like, don't feed into this. We already know, like, what is black? What is a black person? Black people. What is white? What is a white person? What is white people? You feel me? I got my homie Michael Malinowski, and he a Polak. I mean, he call himself a Polak.
Yeah, he does.
So, like,
yeah, he does.
You know, like that's he Polish.
Yeah, so am I.
So it's like, my bad.
No,
like,
I don't care.
He got me saying that.
I ain't taking it personal.
So it's like, right. But like, I was in the county one time, and then they was like, yeah, we Polish. So I'm like, y'all Polacks in the county, they got me. But anywho, you know, like that's your nationality. You're Polish.
Yeah.
You feel me? You ask one of my people, what's your nationality?
Oh, yeah. No.
I'm black. We're on the records amongst the nations of men is black. like you feel me? Like, let's say we were to come together and become an independent geopolitical force, you feel me? Separate but equal to, you feel me, the land, the law of the land that we're on, you feel me? And then we go into the United Nations with, you feel me, a representative, right? Like, right, and we delegated with all the nations of the world, you feel me, just doing our part in the interdependent structure that is, you feel me, globalism. And then what, we going to have our person sit in front of a triangle with the word
Black.
This is how I think, you feel me? It's the same with white. But like, that's why I brought Michael Malinowski up, because he ain't white, he's Polish. You feel me? European.
Your shirt's white.
Like, my shirt's white.
He ain't that color.
And like, if we really want to get deep with the etymology of the word black, blanco, blank, blanco, black, blank, bleach. You feel me? Like, where does the word black come from? I know where negro come from. So it's like Negro, Naga.
I don't.
Nigga evolved to a niggas, now he a Naga.
Oh.
It's here though, like this. It's like I just want to look at this like a movie. I am looking at this like a movie. Yeah. But the only thing is, like, I be telling my people, like, the main thing at this point in time is to be around good people. Like, it's crucial that you're around good people, people who uplift you, people who encourage you, people that don't make you doubt yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's what's crucial right now, because it's a new day. And it's like, it's going to be to the point where everything is going to be different like that. If it's not already that time.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and in the mean in between time, you feel me, we supposed to be coming together, you feel me? Because getting on one accord.
Right.
Because the scriptures is real, and like, I know they tell me everybody don't like all that amen stuff, so you know I'm not gonna be, you feel me? Everything that I do is glorifies his name, just because that's my purpose. I'm a living sacrifice at the end of the day.
Amen.
So, you know, anybody who knows me know that. But the scriptures is already here, you feel me? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know, why did all this happen to our city? A lack of knowledge. And people actually knew that George Floyd was a paid actor, and that the word "I can't breathe" has been turned into a spell created by high-level wizards practicing masonry in the form of an alpha-beta frequency called the English language. You feel me? Bastardized from whom? But anywho, you feel me? Like, we're saying here, I can't breathe. To the point where they put it in a little play.
Oh, man.
To play on your emotions. Because I ain't playing on my emotions, you know? To play on y'all emotions, you feel me? And it's like, people don't like me. I got death threats from people in higher places for constantly speaking the truth, but it's like, there's no point in telling y'all the truth of the truth about the truth when y'all don't even want to accept the truth. like you'll be like, I ain't gonna be putting my life on the line, but I already have. You feel me?
Yeah.
People already told me I'm a veteran. What I've done is solidified, whether people know it or not. The people who need to know. So it's like, I can literally just sit here and play guitar and mind my own business. Like, y'all tweaking. You feel me? My only purpose is proving the Hebrew salvation name. Like, you feel me? Getting as close as possible to that true, pure religion. You said all Talamus Takin. And like I said, I don't want to preach the word and stuff, but yeah.
I get you. It's, yeah.
They tweaking, man. You know, like everybody's wrong, and that's one thing. That's one thing that we can focus on. That's beautiful. Everybody's deceived. Chapter I'm just might as well start preaching the word at this point. Revelation 12:9. You feel me? He deceiveth the whole world. You feel me? When something has th in it on it, that's representing a perfect future tense, meaning it started in the past and carries on to the future, and it's complete that whole time. It's perfected from the past to the future. It's completed. That's a perfect future tense. You feel me? Like this. That's his purpose for now and forevermore. His purpose is to Babylon, cause confusion. So it's like that's what's going on. Like we're literally living in Islamic terms. You know, you got the age of Medina, the age of Mecca. This is the age of Dajjal. This is the age of the Antichrist. You feel me? And Israel, and he's upon us. You feel me? It's as clear as day. So it's like, what is people doing about it? Really, like at the end of the day, we know why things are exactly the way that it is. On some small level, on a macro level, we know in some way, shape, or form about institutional racism. We know about mass propaganda. You feel me? And then, you know, there's other things that you might not know about, like psychological operations. You feel me? Like, it's real. And that time is here. We're past the deadline. You feel me? Like, the way I'm looking at it, the earth is just one big U-Haul. You feel me? And, you know, you got Yah, Elohim, Allah, driving the U-Haul. Wherever he want this place to go, that's where it go. Wherever he want us to go, that's where it's going to go. You feel me? He wills it all. If somebody suffered during that time, that was his will. If you were blessed during this time, that was his will. If you were preserved and saw his grace, that was his will. If he's keeping you and he's showing you things on this path, that's his will. You feel me? And my personal goal is to align my will with his will. Because at the end of the day, people will be like, oh, all this stuff happening in the world, where's God? Where's God? You know, and it's like, free will is it's something else. You know, like at the end of the day, heaven is at hand, and hell is at hand too. People destroy themselves for a lack of knowledge. Being in the flesh, not knowing the purpose of crucifying your flesh. You know, that's lack of knowledge, and you'll be destroyed. You know, not knowing why you shouldn't have premarital sex. Not saying I ain't never had premarital sex before, you feel me? But I've been trying to keep my nose as clean as possible for the last couple of years. I ain't gonna lie. But like, just, you know? So it's to this point, like, okay, people ask me, what should I be doing? What should we be doing? And all I gotta say is, stop calling yourself black and keep the Sabbath. You know? And you know righteousness. You know the intentions of your heart. So it's like, if you're not in alignment with the, you know, law of the land in accordance with your lineage, and you have no structure within your deen, like, you know, if you were mu'min and, you feel me, you keep the complete Sharia, then yeah, like, you know, I'm not finna sit here and say we have to keep the Sabbath, but my people, you feel me, the chosen people, who I don't have to sit here and say this because we know this, keep the Sabbath. It's that simple. And if we don't stop calling ourselves black and we don't start keeping the Sabbath, whether you were mu'min or not, you know, like, that's what it is. Period. You know? I can sit here and talk about a lot of things. A lot of things. But at the end of the day, you know, I was telling people about the U.S. Census last year, you feel me? And what will happen when you put black African American on it? What happens when you voluntarily label yourself as chattel for, you feel me, a religious corporation? But it's to the point where if I tell you the truth, you're just gonna be offended. I tell you the truth, you're just gonna be mad at me. You know? And there's so many people out here telling the truth. You know? Like Noble Drew Ali, Sallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He 100 years now. It's 100 years. Y'all still running around calling yourself black, African American. You feel me? Like the covenant names has been restored. We know, yes, we know that we're the true people, but here we are running around calling ourselves black. And it's like I said, me personally, again, like they want me dead. I don't care. I'm spirit man, motherfucker. But at the end of the day, if we actually politically organized with some political intelligence, collectively, around one name.
There you go.
We pick one name. I ain't talking about a country and a continent. We all agree that we're from a country and a continent. No, one name. And agree why we choose that name. Then we go amongst the nations of men with that name that connects us back to our ancestral lineage. And we propagate under that name. At the end of the day, 10 years later, we don't stop. We just get stronger, grow stronger. At the end of the day, there's going to be the state of Israel and whoever their representative on one end of the table, and then you're going to have the nation of Yisrael on the other hand, with the correct transliteration of the proper pronunciation. And one is going to have to acknowledge the other. And that's really what it boils. That's why you got to stop calling yourself black and keep the Sabbath, so you can have something to stand on. How do you overcome him when he deceived the whole world? With the blood of the Lamb and the word of testimony. I'm not finna get. Yeah, you feel me? But like I said, this is a fourth dimensional movie, I think. I'm just grabbing popcorn and focusing on my studies. I can't stress about it.